simple name in a complex rivalry. For one side, the Big Orange is just not a color they can sit with, and the other side, Crimson, has them seeing red. Easy to assume everyone here has a lighter in hand, and now we get to see who will use it. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see, the number 23 team in the country, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. Here's the return from inside his 10. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Looking downfield on first down. Gets rid of it. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
And that doesn't happen very often. That's their go-to guy. I love the way they move him around the field, and they try to attack the middle with him to get the ball in his hands and let him do some damage. And he shows you the drop. Okay, it's in there, but it doesn't happen very often.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Now he'll turn one loose back to the middle. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Still running at the 40. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
This defense talked about it. We want to set the tone. We don't want to give up big plays. First drive, the offense tries to accomplish that. This is a big play offense. Defense does a great job staying at home, staying disciplined, and getting the INT, creating some early momentum in this football game.
Sends it back in motion. The give to the tailback. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
Really nice run there. Now, listen, modern-day college football, I know it's all about spread offense and throwing the football and going up tempo and scoring quickly, but, man, you think back to Bear Bryant in Alabama, doesn't it always seem like they've always wanted to establish the run game? They have always wanted to be physical.
He's into the open down the middle. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Alabama!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. from inside his own 15, looking for room. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So here is the Tennessee offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Quick completion on the out route. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
To the air on first down. Quickly complete. Breaks into the open. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first.
Great job by the defense here rallying to this wide receiver and making the tackle. He is dangerous. They don't want to let this receiver get behind them, but they know that when he makes catches, they better rally quickly and get this guy on the ground. He is fast.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Despite all the bitterness in the Alabama-Auburn rivalry, to many, this game, Alabama-Tennessee, has the richest tradition and carries the most importance.
And you think of some of the legends that have trolled the sidelines in this rivalry, right? Paul Bear Bryant, Johnny Majors, Nick Saban. This has been such a critical game, not just in the SEC, but all across college football as well, David.
Yeah, in 1901, going back that far, this rivalry, the fans absolutely don't like each other. They don't like anything about each other. Every time the other team's playing, they're cheering against him. This game has always meant a lot.
They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Single back formation, and they give it to it. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
They'll dial up the run on first and goal. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward now, back to work on second and goal from the 6. The run up the middle, looking for the score. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
All right, so now you're in this third down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run pass option.
I like that too. Get the quarterback on the move. And here's the thing. If I get close and I get stopped, it's fourth down. Fourth down means go for it. That's all that means now.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown ball!
Love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open and I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now, and I'm using my athleticism, and I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Scott. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
You know, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover. And you saw a great example of it with that running back.
The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Coates. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter when the cover.
And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
Oh, it's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
The Crimson Tide a long, long way from the line to gain here on 3rd down. Intercepted! Oh, what a play! Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it 1st down at the 39.
And I think early in the football game, man, you're figuring out the wind. I think he kind of underestimated that a little bit. Like, throws that football, the wind knocks it down a little bit. The defense takes advantage with some early momentum on that interception.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Wants to go up top on first down. Get it out on the screen. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Grabbed in the middle, it's Johnson. Stopped just inside the 25, will mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down. Looking to throw on first down. They've got the screen set up. And he steps out of bounds, and that's going to do it for the first quarter. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. That first quarter set the standard, and we hope we get a lot more of that here in the second. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Jumped the gun just a bit, and we've got a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Let's see what they've got on second down. Lost to throw again. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. He's going to run it. He was able to score free and pick up just a few on that one.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. In that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're fourth and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And that is no good. And here in the second quarter, missed field goal leaves us tied, guys.
Man, sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal, miss, make, rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Here comes that Alabama offense. Things got off to a good start with a touchdown on the opening drive and then quickly went to pot with a pick on the second one, and now they'll see if they can find the middle with this third possession. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. They're going to test the right side with this one.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Red pass, it's complete. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning.
Throws a nice completion there for a first down. This guy has been the biggest key to this team's success all season long. He's shown up in big moments. He's won big games. He's putting up big numbers, and that's why he's in the discussion to win the Heisman Trophy.
The Tide with the 1st and 10. They want to run this quarterback. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
QBs that can run completely change your game. I mean, every single bit of it. You have to understand, now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the pocket. I got to understand all the zone read concepts and the power read, the jet read, all the different things they can do to you. So, having a guy back there at the helm that can run the football, you better be alert of it from the first play to the end of the fourth quarter.
They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Still looking on the move. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
I'll tell you what, after that big gainer on third down, you might think about your quarterback running it again down here. It's hard to throw down close inside the 10-yard line. You've got to have some design QB runs or give him a run pass.
Tight end trying to get in. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Bama! A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup in the Big Ten, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Ohio State is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winners like Eddie George and Archie Griffin in the pantheon of greats in Columbus. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Rutgers. We'll circle back to this Big Ten battle. If anything big happens, you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And now they just have one remaining in the half. They're going to open this drive with a pass. They're working that left side. He's knocked out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 25.
And I like what the quarterback did to finish the run. He buys a little bit of time, scrambles out to his left, and as a right-handed quarterback, you really understand you got to square those shoulders while you're running, which can be difficult if you want to throw an accurate throw like he did right there.
Wide receivers everywhere on 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Snagged out of the air. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. The Vols in the hurry-up.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. And the Vols can really attack on this 2nd and short. Makes the grab. It's Jones. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. And the Volunteers are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw again. Snagged in the middle. It's Jones. Finds a crease at the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Tennessee. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
Setting up for the extra point and the top. And they fake it. The holder looking for a man. And they get to him, and down goes the quarterback, and you just cannot afford that in this spot. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. The give out of the gun. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs, just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Pulls and fires complete to the right. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Just going to keep it after the snap. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow in 2nd and 7.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
So now it's 2nd and long. Now the play fake. Rushes on him. And the pass is incomplete. Jarred loose by the hit.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. They'll send the back in motion. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got it set up on the outside. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
They got a little bit, but they didn't get the first down, and you're obviously trying to get the first down, but you try to slip in those screens occasionally on 3rd down. I like when you slip them in there to try to make a big play, catch the defense maybe being a little aggressive.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Alabama.
And here they come, going for the first down on 4th and 2. Motion from the back. Throws it back. He'll pull it down. He'll be pushed out of bounds at about the 33-yard line.
Well, late in the year, this guy is square in the middle of the Heisman Trophy discussion because of his performance. He throws a nice completion there for a first down, but it's been week in, week out. Big moments. He's led this team to a ton of wins. He is their best player.
All the way down at the 33-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Gets the back moving. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football, get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
The Crimson Tide could get very aggressive here on 2nd and inches. Card in the backfield. It's Scott. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
All right, defense. It ain't working. Right? We're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
Quarterback making checks. He'll try the outside to the left. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
And if you want to bring all your tight ends in the game, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to bring in more linebackers, more defensive linemen, get ready for the run, less speed on the field, especially when you get down here in the red zone. I feel like I can match up man-to-man with those tight ends in the back end. Nice job understanding a run was coming.
You simply don't see that very often. A quarterback of this guy's caliber missing a guy wide open in the end zone. He makes those throws in his sleep.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And out of bounds right at the 12-yard line. They'll immediately call timeout.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Volunteers will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. motion from the wideout. Looking to throw on first down. Dances away. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Alabama with a ton of ground to cover on this third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to fire deep. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
Well, they're not able to hook up there, but considering this guy already has 2 touchdown catches in this game, now the offensive coordinator is dialing up more passes his way. And you know the quarterback, he's got like a sonar on him. He's always aware of where he is, and I like the idea. I'm going to keep throwing this guy the football and see if he can get another touchdown.
And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Moves around to clear up the vision. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. The Vols want to crank the tempo.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised. And initially, he's flushed out of the pocket. Nothing's open. And he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't. And he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. And the Vols come to the line with a new set of downs. The sure hands, it's Jones. Open space at the 25. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Second down, he'll throw it. Got his man quickly. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Big third down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Wants to enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. 4th down, and this crowd trying to help this defense rise to the occasion. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Got room to work. Still on his feet at the 25. All kinds of room to the right. The 30. The 10. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Once he got some room, it was over.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in Conference USA. Sam Houston has the lead right now. Huntsville has been jumping all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 7 over Jacksonville State. 2 fan bases with very different emotions in CUSA as we send it back to you.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. So here is the Tennessee offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Looking to fire. On the move to his left. Fires on the move. Oh, he drops it. That is a catch he makes 99 times out of 100, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Shoots it to the left. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
We got a close game here in the 3rd quarter, and you're seeing momentum shift right now for the defense. The last drive out, they gave up the touchdown. This drive, though, they've now forced a 3 and out. They've done an outstanding job, and you can see them now playing with more confidence.
Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Here comes that Alabama offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And just a great job by the defense being stout. All right, that's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
In the backfield, it's Scott. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown Tide. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. The Tide is high and rolling as they try to send Rocky Top to rock bottom, and they've built a big lead.
And Alabama's simply been the more physical team in this game, and you're starting to see that exert itself here in the second half. They're pulling away, David. Tennessee's going to have to do something here, keep this thing close.
And the hard part for Tennessee is you've got to stay positive. You've got to believe you can win. This series hasn't always been in their favor, and they kind of know Bama's had their number of late, but they got to stay positive. They got to make something happen on this next drive.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory. Pulls it in down the sideline. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Wants to throw on first down. A little screen to the running back. At the 40, there he goes. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them, because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Got his man.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncovered.
And the Volunteers are in the hurry-up. On third and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. It's complete on the right side. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Offense gets set for second down. Back to pass. Caught behind the line. It's Scott. Still on his feet at the 45. A big play, gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44.
And this offense is built around this dude. I mean, he is sensational. He's been so fun to watch, like play, pitch, and catch, spread the ball around, complete and total command of the offense, and that's why he's putting up big numbers, and that's why he's got a real chance to go to New York and try to win that Heisman Trophy.
They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Turning it on. Touchdown, Alabama! And the stomping has commenced. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep... He's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Direct snap. Running to Green. Found a little room out of the Wildcat that time, just short of the first down.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Snap to the back. Got his man downfield. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one.
42 Spider.
Back has it. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Direct snap. With the catch, it's Hartman. The Wildcat created an alley, picked up a few, still some work to do for the first down. Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. Sends it back in motion. Snap to the back. Oh, and he wants to throw. They reached into the bag of tricks on third down, and it did not work.
Well, talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight, they thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. The defense has been ready for the deep shots. They're ready yet again here late in the game. Nice job forcing that incompletion.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Runs for the tackle. They might go back to that one in a big spot as they pick up the first down out of the Wildcat.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
Back has it. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Direct snap. Bringing the heat. It's incomplete. They've been waiting to run that one and couldn't quite pull it off. It's third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. On third down, he drops to throw. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback in this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Now he'll let one fly down the left side. Touchdown, Volunteer! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
And I think in the pre-snap, I think both of these guys were on the same page. They had a look defensively that let them know we can pitch this thing way down the field. I'm going to go run under and make a big play for it.
Yeah, and when I'm the receiver, I'm like, I'm open, right? I'm going straight down the field. Throw me the football. I got the speed. I can beat this guy. You can tell they've done that so much in practice. They knew it was second nature, and they executed it perfectly.
Offense rolls onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do, build the lead, and now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. The give to the left. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. He now has 74 yards rushing in this one and within striking distance of a 1,000-yard season. Alabama with a multitude of options on second and short. Grabbed over the middle. It's Meadows. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive, regardless of what the score is, regardless how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
To the ground with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock. And they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Scoops it up, still a live ball.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Slings it downfield. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
They punt it away on 4th down. He'll call for the fair catch and make it at the 14, and they'll be backed up to start this drive. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. We've Moments like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. With the catch, it's Jackson. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The Volunteers headed quickly to the line. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He'll get rid of it. Got his man on the right. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down. The Vols come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to keep it in the air. Steps away to find some room. It's complete. Still running at the 40. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. And the Vols are flying down the field.
And with that pass right there, over 300 yards. That's a good day at the office. Being able to execute, doing a good job seeing what's coming, anticipating, taking some shots today, but has held really strong, put up some good numbers.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted for the 11th time. No room for return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side.
And I tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
The Crimson Tide could get very aggressive here on second and inches. Here's the handoff. At the 45 on his way. Off to the races to the right. Touchdown, Bama! And the route is on. You can see it on the sideline. They built a comfortable fourth-quarter lead, and they know they're going to go 11-0.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Running to daylight from inside his 25. Maybe if he could have eluded just one or two more guys, it would have been a big return, but they'll mark it at the 30. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. A little release to the back. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Hauls it in. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. And the Volunteers want to pick up the tempo. Looking downfield on first down. The sweet feet buy a little time. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. They'll try to spread out this defense on 2nd and 3 with a 4-wide-out set. He's going to take off. across the 35. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds and the 29, and they are rolling.
And that's good enough for a first down.
Defense loves to show heat and try to confuse the quarterback. It's caught.
And I know this football game is over, but we got to keep fighting. We got to keep finding something, some kind of rhythm in this offense, something we can hang our hat on that we do really, really well. Listen, the intermediate passing game.
Lets it fly deep downfield. Just threw that one way too far.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to.
Fires deep toward the end zone. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
And this is a tough spot for the QB, man. Like, he knows he's down big and has to make big plays down the field, but also got to be smart because this defense, you can tell, bringing in extra bodies, playing the pass, maybe take the dink and dunk, let your guys make some plays because they are definitely playing the deep end.
Finds him out of the backfield. They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. So Alabama once again takes the win in this smoking hot rivalry between the Vols and the Crimson Tide, and the party in Tuscaloosa will last well into the night. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.